All right, and I will grab the link real quick as soon as you get on, and then I will post my link and we will get started.
Okay, well, let me grab you the link, seeing that we're technically going. Link, come to me. Copy, copy. Toss that to
Come to me,
you.
link. Oh yeah,
There's the link.
pass it on there, Pegasus.
Okay, and then just spam it on my Twitter.
Oh yeah, got it. Spam it all. And I will. Oh come on! I just saved that. The teenagers are probably on the Wi-Fi again, but I'll get there. I will get there. I promise. All right, choose video playlist. And
Okay.
why won't it go? Huh? Why won't it go live on me? Well, I will put it down. I did say go to the description for backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, surely.
Hello, Dandy Boy. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get started here in the thing soon.
Oh, yeah, we will. We're just getting everything set up. Everything's been snowing here in Kansas City like crazy.
And the Countess woke up sick this morning, so...
Yeah.
This is
Winter sucks.
Yeah.
Where's that groundhog? I would love to turn him into a felt hat.
Okay. Link was showing the wrong thumbnail, but channel is showing the correct one. I worked hard on that thing. I'm going to make sure it works properly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Blaze. Hello, Honey Drop.
Hello. This is... All right. Here we go. Let's see. Technology. You gotta love it.
Yay,
and that's
tech.
a beautiful title card. Yep, that's a beautiful title card, by the way. Seriously, you guys, you gotta commission that scout. She's freaking amazing.
Oh, so in case people aren't seeing it properly, let me just quickly skedaddle and let me grab that image and show it to everyone. Title card. Because I want to show this off because I was very pleased with how it turned out. Yoink. Yoink. Yes. Isn't it lovely?
Link it away. Link it away.
Like, I'm just going to pop it up there.
I get...
Yay, I'm so pleased with how this turned out. And now it goes away. Okay. So.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Got it.
Okay.
So... let the battle begin.
Yeah, so basically we have been talking about doing something of this nature since before HarmonyCon. We was actually hoping to get this out by Valentine's Day, but that totally happened. We're only 3 days late.
Reasons.
Yeah, I got bleh.
Yeah, but it's one of the... But, you know, this is one of those situations, even with the news of... recent news that went on, this is a really good distraction.
Frankly, I don't really care at this point. I still am behind on season 8, so we'll just see how things go, and I'll just have fun with what I can do. Like, seriously, I've been hanging out in fanfiction land, and fanfictions hang around a lot longer than the actual show. I'm just saying I'm still getting updates for after The Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'm still working on other things, and Isbom and I are reviewing other content, and I can't wait to show her with my handsome Husbando and his great Beauty and the Beast transformation.
Oh. Okay, so... as we are working on the theme of Husbandos this evening, let me go and get the chat up so I can keep an eye on that, because
Yep.
Hey, Boomstick.
I
have a Sombra companion.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Boomstick shall be my ally.
We are going full...
Okay.
Oh, yeah. She's going in the Sombra romance.
Okay, yes. And, okay, so we're talking about Husbandos. We each have our own royal Husbando that we kind of are obsessed with for several reasons. And I guess we'll just start with you, Casey, as you are the guest. And what is a husbando to you? Let's just start off with getting basic definitions.
For basic definition, for those who have been living under a rock, first of all, is Husbando would be pretty much for the women's perspective, have a ultimate idealism of what to look for in a man. Pretty much have that great example. Kind of like waifu, but without the waifu stealer. So, in for I will admit, story wise, like I in other realms like games and movies and other such, I do have husbandos, but for a long time I could not find a husbando in MLP since male characters were pretty limited until Bill Newton suddenly gotten into the picture on the cast. And I will admit, I did almost gotten into I almost was forced to do either Flash Century or Trouble Shoes. Dang it! But the minute when that handsome Jewel the Bug of entered into my life, then I was like, yes, there is hope!
Okay, well, for me, husbandos are basically, I want this character to be real so I can cuddle them. Because
You want to cuddle the King of Darkness.
He has fluffy hair.
Well, yeah, and my bug is so sparkly. Well, yeah. Better stop digging. Proceed.
Okay, so seeing that I've had my husbando a lot longer than Casey, so I always had a love for the dark aesthetic. So when I saw this dark, evil, beautiful unicorn of shadows, I'm just like, I'm in love. And then they killed him, yeah. And then I was like, well, shit.
Oh, yeah. And even though in the comics he did come back, but according to Countess, unless I value my hide, I cannot mention it.
Yeah, we're not going to touch the comics. The mirror Sombra can just go jump off of a very short pier into a very deep lake for all I care, because I don't like him. I don't like the good King Sombra.
Oh my goodness.
And that might stem from me and my major, like, fascination with the character is actually based in, like, heavy fandom created interpretations of him, and I will badly admit that. Because I went probably about 2 years after claiming him as my own, just reading fan fictions people wrote about him, and personally, I think some of the fan fiction backstories they have for him are way more interesting than what the comics presented.
Yeah, at least your husbando, at least he had, that's what I really like, especially with Pharynx case as well, is that even though we weren't given much information about them in the show, it gives us an opportunity to have an interpretation more on their character. Mm-hmm. And actually, for an interesting fact, I may as well jump in on why I fell in love with my handsome bug moose prince. Actually, back at Everfree Northwest 2018, I got to listen in on a panel called The Cake is a Lie, where all the male VAs sat down and talked about how My Little Pony had evolved really in the male role specifics right after season 4. When I asked them about the challenges of upping their game after MLP's Legacy post-season 3 finale and how much of a challenge it is, they basically said that it wasn't too much of a challenge for the writers really developed it more. But yet with Pharynx, when I asked Bill Newton about Pharynx's characteristic, he sees that he basically wanted to give the basics of Pharynx's tough love for Thorax and yet have the audience jump to conclusions. So I really like it that at least both Sombra and Pharynx have that less more.
Yeah. So
go ahead. What did you find best about other than his tall and dark looks about him? Like, what was it that drew you to him?
Well,
I know we probably already asked that, but I've been nice.
Well, we're chatting. Okay, so basically with Sombra is I liked him aesthetically in the show, and he was killed off in the show, and I've always been like, well, if fanfic writers know anything, they know how to bring a character back. So
Although he did come He did come back though on the cutie remark, at least in an alternative dimension, better than mirrors.
Well, does that really count, seeing the fact he didn't really come back? He just didn't die in that universe?
Well, if you count if the sonic rain boom didn't happen, then Sombra came back and well, it depends on your alternative timeline and
But, like, okay, because, like,
you know, yeah,
we're gonna get started on this because, like, Sombra, he was killed in the main timeline because blown to bits, all that's left is his horn. In that timeline, he came back once and just didn't die.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, kind of an odd plot hole in there, but I'm sure Silver would probably give some answers there. Boy, that bird brain's probably going to get a lot of headaches figuring that episode out.
Oh, good lord. It's going to take him a while to get to that one. But anyway, so again, I fell in love with aesthetics, so I was going to jaunt my way over to the fanfiction.com because that was right when I was first discovering that. And apparently I wasn't alone in my love for this Dark King, and people were already writing stories upon stories of his possible background. If he came back, what would he do? Alternate timelines of him not actually dying. I think actually the first one I found, and going back and reading it now, I kind of cringe at the just straight up hilariousness of it. But I think it also helped with my build up my love for just like out of Left Park ships. Was this one story called King Sombra, Defender of Justice, I believe is the name of it. Let me just go double check. Because I am organized, and this is totally how I plan to do this.
Oh yeah, we all practically didn't get out. We're just having a fun chat, and that's what these kind of things are. What's best. I mean, if you think about it, I just got done literally watching an opera thing at the National World War One Museum, like
cool.
after church and stuff. So the fact that I was in character with the title pick was what a coinkydink.
Okay, it's actually Defender of Justice, King Sombra, and it is actually quite interesting. It's kind of a little cringy because it was written like
2013,
6 years ago.
14.
Oh yeah, it was first written in 2013 and it was finished in 2015. So it was 6 years old, and I love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's just some stories where even though it's cringe a bit, it's still your guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's my guilty
Brodies,
pleasure, and it's still, I don't think I've ever seen a ship of it. It's basically King Sombra and Nurse Redheart.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. And they actually had like a really interesting backstory for King Sombra. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to go make you read it because I'm that evil of a person.
Yeah, send me a link later after the chat through Skype, and I will do a review about that.
Oh, by all means. I just need to I need to work through my list of things to review.
Oh yeah.
Boink.
Yeah. So yeah, basically like through fanfiction, like I said, even though his characteristics are limited, it still gave you more opportunity to love him based upon what your own conclusion is.
Exactly.
Based on other people's ideas.
Exactly, and I could actually build up my own conclusion on other things because, again, just like such a wide, diverse range, and I love it so much. Why is it showing that
Absolutely.
link? It's like, I need... What the hell?
Technology, gotta love it. Oh, I think you just sent...
I know. Okay, I think my computer just derped it, combined two...
Technology!
What the hell is wrong with you? Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I totally get what you're saying, and I need to start reading more on MLP fanfiction anyways, but for me, especially when talking a lot with Bill Newton, in between with our panels and such, that he really saw that you could take this really hardcore general for Pharynx, that he does have that ability to love. He has that strong sense of loyalty to the hive, even though after everyone became pretty much colorful June bugs. And what I will admit when I first saw his, you gotta understand, I was in Montana when that episode when he was in first came out, and even in his changeling form, I was like, huh, this guy actually is intriguing me. Like I was getting curious, and I've seen how he actually made some very sturdy points, like the vines. It was true in logic that, and it's the Assassin's Creed fan in me that anybody could hide in the vines and then assassinate you, and there were some other things in camouflage, and I will admit I did agree with him on that such. I mean, like, sure, he was very gruff and stuff, but then I realized that, hey, there was then changelings have to be in the fight for survival for food, and it was just one of those where he has this obviously strong love for his brother, and that has a strong nationalism to the hive. And let me tell you, when he made that transformation, when I saw the bug, I was like, oh, sweet Mama Java, this is what Belle felt like. Like when, and I loved his colors. Like his colors in contrast to the rest of the hive and thorax. Thank the color theory heavens above.
Yeah.
I know a lot of that's what you could tell the writers were really taking on everyone's viewpoints on the new changelings and stuff, and they took the words to heart, and the coloring is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like that dark blue green and the red and the purple, and it's so pleasing to my eyes. And he's so dark and he's a bug moose, and I love him. I love him.
Yeah, his color scheme was a lot more appealing than all the, oh my god, please turn down the saturation, my eyes, on all the other ones. That took me, I swear, a good 2 months to get used to, and I still cringe at half of them.
I swear, I almost used the Reformed Changelings as an example in my panel Beyond the Broken Barriers and as high saturation. I came so close. So, yeah, that's basically what drew me most really was his personality and his design and just his loyalty to all that he really cares for. He's just pretty much as hard as a diamond.
And he's adorable with you. But yeah.
He is. I know Lightning Bliss is going to kill me for that, but people seem to like the shipping a lot.
Oh, don't bash the shipping. The shipping shall live.
The shipping shall live forever, even past season 9.
Yes.
He's forever my husbando.
Fanfiction. It is a glorious thing and shall keep a character alive forever.
Oh, yes. So, now, excuse me.
Don't die.
I will not die. I will not die because I know I gotta work tomorrow and gotta get a paycheck. So, we may as well get the hardest part. Picking each other's husbando's flaws.
Oh, there's so many versions of mine that I know of, though. That's the downside, I think.
Yeah, so I'll let you go first since I am only your guest, and I mean, I know I probably took up quite a bit on describing the handsomeness of my bug moose.
Well, like, I don't really know, like, how well I can pick apart your husbando because, again, I focus mainly on mine. But I do kind of like him. He's just, like, it's not my cup of tea. But I can agree with, like, he is very loyal and he does have this gruff exterior to him, but I don't really know what I can pick apart of him. It's just like, meh, he's good for you.
Yeah, and Honey Drop, yes, I'm aware Blissy is married. It's just that Bliss can have a husband too, even though she's married. Like, it's just for, like, fun. We want to make that claim real quick.
Yeah,
reading
like,
through the comments.
Husbandos, you can collect them.
Yes, you can. Do you know, according to AJ, the autistic pony who's been counting my Tumblr and stuff, you would not believe how many husbandos throughout the fandoms I have. It's almost shameful.
Like, all I'm gonna say is my list shall stay hidden.
Yeah.
Of like other husbandos from other fandoms and other medias. I'm just like, okay, this is going to go deep back down in the backs of my closet. She'll never see the light of day until I'm an old withered woman.
But yeah, all right. I think I figured out an idea on Sombra. I really wished that with his design, I'm still trying to grasp on one simple question. Where is his cutie mark?
It's under the cape.
Like, yeah, but even in some parts, I will admit, when I went through the Crystal Empire, there were some snippets like of his flank I've seen, but no butt tattoo.
Okay. So yeah, I think officially he doesn't have a cutie mark within show. And also I can't remember if the comic actually showed his hindquarters without the cape.
I think I remember in Mirrors there was at some point it even showed him as a blank flank, and that was even on Good Sombra. And yeah, I mean, like,
well, like if
maybe...
you look at fan made stuff of his is usually depicted as 3 crystals in like a fan motif.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how at least the fandom has created his cutie mark. There's a couple fanfic stories where they have described his cutie mark in a different way. But yeah. It's like there's one that I'm reading that needs to update that hasn't updated for like a year, the story of my life. That
Hey, it's okay. I still gotta make a video that's almost took it a year, and so yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
But yeah, I suppose you're right though that with Sombra being be open canvas, it gives fan artists and fanfics that opportunity to add more to his personality. Because really, I guess with the cutie mark as well, it pretty much helps put on the stereotypes, or pretty much is the blueprint of that individual's personality.
Mm-hmm. And most fan fictions I've read about him have had him as crystal conjuring or something along those lines, or basically his special talent. He's basically a builder or sorcerer with crystals to some extent.
And according to Big Jim Miller at HarmonyCon, is a big fan of the Dark Crystal and everything 80s Crystal.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting when they finally get that prequel show up on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't help but imagine the prequel of the Dark Crystal. How can you? Oh boy.
It's gonna be fun. Just relax.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the Chronicles of Narnia to come up on Netflix, but we're going off the rabbit trail, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going off the rabbit trail. Let's go back to Husbandos. I think we had a few questions in the chat.
All right, let me check for you.
Well, I got it up.
Oh, okay.
Buckin5, Countess, ever thought about shipping Countess with another changeling? No, I haven't, because prior to Pharynx and Thorax, there weren't really any changelings canon-wise that were
and it would be
depicted.
really hard to pick a changeling apart before the reformation, since they all looked generally alike.
Yeah, and if you mean shipping someone someone else who has a changeling OC, no, because I'm friends or know people who do that, and that's just weird to me, shipping my character with their character, especially within this fandom. We're so tightly connected to our OCs as another version of ourselves. It's just strange to me.
Yeah, oh, believe me, you won't believe how many times Rocky, Harmony, and I have been shipped. And we're only BFFs.
Yeah. The tricky Countess ship is still going on, even though we broke up over a year ago. Almost 2 now.
Oh, I didn't know you two were a thing.
Yeah, for 3 months. Anyway, Honey Drop, my husbando is Thundercloud. Ooh, that's a nice one. Buckin5, nice. The changing wing makes it look like your friend is wearing a hat. Oh, it kind of does.
Huh. Oh, man. Sombra and Cadence is married.
She is married.
We just covered that with...
Okay. Although
it would make sense with Flurry Heart and the evilness when she was starting as a baby.
I've read some stories where it's theorized that Cadence is distant descendant of King Sombra or something along those lines. I'm just like, I can't see that. Well, I can see the distant. I can see the distant relationship. Therefore, I don't see shipping them.
Yeah, I mean, like, no.
Please no, God no. Kate is in shining armor. Good Lord, we believe in the sanctity of marriage, even if it's in a fictional cartoon show.
Yeah, I believe in the covenant of marriage.
Okay, Honeydrop, Countess Rose, my MLP husbandos are Tux, Barnacle, Thundercloud, and Fireball. But I set them up with different OCs of yours. Okay.
Very interesting. Cheerly, according to Sports Call, is their waifu, and that's nice. Because
teachers are
okay,
hot.
okay. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, but let's get back to Husbandos. I believe you're getting ready to pick apart my bug.
Okay. Well, Boomstick had Countess will flourish, I say, when she finds out that Euroc and Sombra are going to the opera together. She will say nothing because this is an alternate version of King Sombra, and her Sombra is back home with her.
Yep.
I'm still waiting on the next chapter, by the way.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, we want to see more. By the way, your Sombra looked awesome in that picture.
I had fun drawing that. I don't know why. I love drawing ponies and suits. I find it thoroughly enjoyable.
And you even made Pharynx look hot in the suit.
Yeah, I had fun with that because, like, when I first started this, I actually had a version where Pharynx was actually asleep and, like, leaning over the railing. And then I was like, nah, he's going to be awake and he's going to be bugging Sombra. So I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't seem like the type to actually have, like, to be a very prim, proper, and suit and tie kind of guy, but he has to wear a jacket to the opera, so I'm just like, you know what, he's just going to go without the tie, and he's going to have his collar open. I'm just like, Sombra is not pleased with the casualness of his attire.
Oh, yeah, but as long as it made Casey happy.
Yes,
and I mean, Casey was... Yeah, I mean, she even wore a simple attire, which it seemed fitting. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I was trying to figure out what I could put you in. It seemed like there was going to be very little showing.
Oh, yeah. But which begs the question, if our husbandos were really get together as like bros, like pretty much hang out while the girls are hanging out, like, you think they would get along?
I don't know. That would be an interesting thought piece, or a fan fiction, if anyone would like to write that.
Fan fiction artists, to your keypads!
Oh, Casey, are you actually reading Boomstick's story, or were you just kind of, like, going along with mine in the comment?
I'm just going along with it in the comment, and I'm saving it for later.
Okay, well, I will send you a link to it later, because this is a different story than the Defender King Sombra.
No problem. Plus, I'm writing down some things for work while chatting, too. Like, I multitask on stuff and getting ready for the next Blizzard Tuesday.
Yay, multitasking!
Yeah, but I'm sick of winter. I just want to cuddle up with my bug. But, okay, back to the question. I think in the case with Sombra and Pharynx, probably if Pharynx would probably have a little more luck in his before reformation with Sombra. I mean, like, I could see him, like, sort of getting along. So, yeah, I think because it's mutual, maybe because of the darkness. I don't know.
Maybe if they find something to do together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be an interesting little thought piece.
What about you all, dear audience members? Put your thoughts in the description below for the boys. This will be interesting. So with the break of season 9 coming around the corner, I have one question to ask you. Do you think Sombra will come back, like, for the season finale as part of it? Because we may as well address with the plot hole where the horn is pretty much the only thing that we saw after the big kaboom.
Yeah.
Thanks to Spike. It makes you, even though the comics did establish that the horn somehow got buried in there, you know in the show that, I mean, that's got to be addressed with a plot hole. Even Tony Fleece said that comics are kind of loosely canon.
The comics are secondary canon to the show. Sometimes they overlap, sometimes they don't. But the show can retcon the comics.
Yes, that they can.
And if King Sombra showed up in season 9, oh my god, I would die.
That I would like to. I will admit, other than bringing my bug back, I would love to see Sombra come back just to fill in that plot hole as much as I want to see that demon goat from G1. I really want to see that goat in action in G4 style.
Game Master 3.0. Hey, Countess, do you think Chrysalis and Groger will team up? I'm not sure. That would be interesting. It will just have to do what they will. We'll just see what they have for us, and I hope that they have something major planned for the end of this run. Because I'm just like,
What?
Let's go out with a bang, not a whimper, guys.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I did saw though on Twitter that Big Jim Miller, they found a lot of amazing guest stars, and I'm actually really hoping that Grogar will come in because I mean, like, this is the Dragon Age fan and me talking, and something that I went through the Twitter thread, but actually, Greg Ellis, he's a very well-known VA. For those who don't know, he also voiced Colin Rutherford in the Dragon Age thread. He actually has announced on Twitter that he's doing something with Hasbro, like he's voicing in the Hasbro with a big bang. So I'm like thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, if he ends up playing Grogar or in that, because I mean, like, I'll have to send you a link sometime of one of his voice set roles and everything like that. Like, when I first heard that, I was like, that sounds like a demonized goat. And we're getting off. Now we're getting off the goat trail.
Okay, well.
So anyway, yeah, this is. I have to say though that picking each other's husbando is actually a little more challenging.
Yeah, it's like we can, because like I think we understand that there are certain aspects that we appreciate about our husbandos, but we can also see why the other one chose the other husbando.
Yeah,
it's just it's like you like your friend's boyfriend, but you don't like them as you want their boyfriend.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's
like they're a nice person, and you can appreciate the fact that they're together and they're happy as friends.
Yeah, that's how I felt like when my ex-boyfriend went over to his wife finally, and yet I was the maid of honor in their wedding. But yeah, that was interesting. So yeah,
life is strange.
Yeah. So it's really nice that right after season 3 and such, that I'm really glad the writers developed more male characters in the perspective role, because as far as I saw, they only had like Big Macintosh and Thunderlane, as far as I've seen, as positive male roles. So it's really nice ever since with the Bronies being a dominant male demographic that they put in more positive male roles. So I'm really happy with how the males have been developing lately.
And yet we both chose former villains.
Oh, yes. Well, we
like bad boys.
We do like bad. Well, you got the bad boy. I got the great protector of the hive that should have been Keen because of age difference, but I'm happy with Prince that way. No royal duties or anything, and he'd be clawing the walls if there were any walls on that hive. Now, oh yeah, boom.
Well, actually, come to think of it, there might be a chance that Thorax was actually older, seeing the fact they were born in the same clutch, apparently. He might actually be older, and it's just, Pharynx has the type A personality.
Oh, I actually never thought of it that way.
So it's just like, he might just have a more assertive personality, and Thorax is technically older, maybe by a few seconds. We don't know.
That actually is a really good possibility. That would actually explain, I thought was actually a plot hole in there or something wrong with the script, but...
I explained away the plot hole! Yay!
Yay!
And he makes a better general prince than a king.
Yeah. At least it seems he does look more like a prince and a general, and he looks more like someone who would sweep off your feet and then just carry you off. While you just cling onto your king's side and ready to conquer all the world.
Yeah. But hey, I take what I can get when it comes to King Sombra, seeing that show King Sombra is very sparse, and personality-wise, not very much. Although there are hits and snippets here and there of could have been considered quite intelligent, it's all up in the air, it's all ambiguous, and that is why I cling to fanfiction so hard.
I will admit, my favorite Sombra fan-related content was the animation. I can't remember who did that. Was based off of the song from the game Mirrors, Still Alive. I'll have to send you that link. Let's see if I can find it. But it actually, I mean, you heard that song, Still Alive, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but I loved how it just gave a basic explanation of Sombra, like trying to figure out what his purpose is, discovers this magic, and tries to being conflicted with his dark self, and that. But I won't spoil it. But I mean, and it's got the same style as the show, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah. Just like in general, like a lot of stories, like I'm probably going to pick a Sombra fan fiction to narrate next. I'm working on one right now. That's actually a Sombra Chrysalis ship fan fiction for the month of love.
Ooh,
and hopefully I can get it done before the end of the month. That is my plan. That is my goal. Pray for me that I can actually do it. The person I'm getting to voice Sombra hopefully will have his lines to me by tomorrow night.
And if you need like, are there any roles you need? Like, I mean, I could fill in lines for you too. Yeah, behind.
There's actually one. Okay. It's actually one line that I need a third party for, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, please do. I mean, like, I can VA on pretty much anything except for apparently Pinkie Pie. I'm having trouble doing Pinkie.
Yeah, well, I still need to record my lines for it, so yeah. But I think we have exhausted or... Unless we want to, like, go down a rabbit hole of me gushing about random fan fictions for the next hour, which I can't be doing because I need sleep because I still work tomorrow.
Yeah, we all have to work tomorrow. I gotta get up at 5 in the morning and be out by, sleep.
You and me both. We both need sleep. So, thank you all for joining us. I hope y'all were not thoroughly disappointed with us just gushing about fictional pony characters for half an hour, but that's what you signed up for, random shenanigans.
Oh yeah, and thank you so much, Countess, for letting me join your party here.
Anytime, darling, anytime.
Yeah, and thanks again for the beautiful works. Seriously, ponies, commission the scout. She needs more love.
I will be opening commissions up probably within the next week or so yeah. Stay tuned on my Twitter and my DeviantArt. That's where I post whether or not I'm open or not. And it's limited slots, so first come, first served, everyone.
So throw her your money.
Yes, throw me your money because I need to make a car payment.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Oh, yay. Alrighty, so have a good, creative, and blessed day, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us. See you next time for random shenanigans whenever I feel like getting back on here. And I am still working on 2 Mares Review. We should have a new episode out by the end of the month as well. So, fingers crossed with that.
And I'm going to find a groundhog and turn him into my next Stetson hat.
Please don't do that
to...
Please don't do that to the groundhog. I think the people who take care of him will be very sad.
No, trust me. Wranglers, tell that to the rest of the wranglers and the farmers who have to check the shore. Yeah.
Oh, honey, I nearly broke my ankle in a groundhog hole. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting rambly, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you, Casey, for joining me, and love your husbandos, love your waifus. They are fun.
They are fun.
They're fun.
Yeah, peace, cuddle, and commission this girl.
Bye, guys.